They call this place a preserve, but to me, it's just a graveyard with better scenery. My name's John Torres. I was a pilot for the U.S. Navy in 1942, or at least I was, until the sky opened up and swallowed my squadron whole. I'm not alone here. I'm hunkered down with two others. We don't speak the same language, not a word, but when you've all stared into the thermal glowing eyes of a demon and lived to tell about it, you understand each other just fine. We share a silent language of scars and steel. Take Ursa, for instance. She sits across the fire from me, her face a roadmap of Norse history. She's a Viking from 1,000 years before I was even a thought in my mother's mind. From what I've gathered through the sketches she carves into the dirt with her fingernails, her nightmare started in the year 841, in the land of ice and iron. She was on a mission of vengeance, hunting a warlord named Zoran, a man who butchered her father in his sleep. She wasn't traveling alone. She had her young son, Anders, with her. She was teaching him the family business, showing a boy how to track a man through the snow. She finally pinned Zoran down in his great hall, the smell of roasted meat and fear filling the air. She had her axe at his throat, ready to settle the debt. But then the air began to ripple. The torches flickered blue. The real monster showed up. A predator, armed with a weapon I can only describe as a sonic cannon, tore through her clan like they were made of dry parchment. It wasn't a hunt. It was a systematic slaughter. I see it in her eyes when she stares at the fire, the memory of bone shattering from sound waves. But Ursa, she didn't run. She fought like a god. She used her twin shields, notched and heavy, to deflect the alien's plasma fire, eventually dragging the creature into a frozen lake. They went under, a whirlwind of bubbles and green blood. She emerged holding the thing's heart in her hand, but the victory was hollow. Her son, Anders, was caught in the crossfire. He died in the slush, and she thought her life was over. She expected Valhalla. Instead, a beam of light snatched her from the ice and dropped her into a cage in the stars. Then there's Kenji. He's a shadow that somehow learned how to breathe. He comes from 1609 Japan, a time of shoguns and secret wars. He was a noble once, a man of high birth, but he fled his home after a duel with his own brother, Kiyoshi. They were fighting over their father's legacy, but Kenji chose the path of the exile. He spent 20 years in the mountains, turning himself into a ghost, a ninja. He eventually went back to settle the score, slipping through the rafters of his brother's castle like a whisper in the dark. But he wasn't the only ghost in the house. A predator was perched in the shadows above him, armed with a spear that could track the heartbeat of its target. When the creature struck, the two brothers did something remarkable. They stopped trying to kill each other. In that split second, blood meant more than honor. They fought the demon together. Kiyoshi took a fatal spear to the chest to save Kenji, and in those final moments, Kenji used his brother's fallen sword to decapitate the beast. He won his honor back, but he lost the only family he had left. Just like Ursa, the moment he won his boss fight, the sky opened up and claimed him. He's a long way from the Edo forests now, but he still moves like the wind is helping him. Then there's my story. It didn't happen in a castle or a fjord. It happened in the clouds. I was a mechanic who talked his way into a cockpit, flying a battered F-4 Wildcat we nicknamed the Bullet. In the summer of '42, my squadron started disappearing. We called them hooks in the sky, stealth craft that ignored our radar and shredded our engines with these heat-seeking harpoons. I took to the air alone one night to warn the fleet, and suddenly I was in a dogfight with a spaceship. It felt like fighting a ghost made of chrome and lasers. Every time I got a lock, it would vanish. I knew I couldn't outfly it, so I outsmarted it. I led that bastard right into the middle of a massive naval engagement between US and German ships. I let the anti-aircraft do the heavy lifting. While the ships were busy shooting at anything that moved, I bailed out as the Bullet went down in a ball of fire, taking the Predator's wing with me. I was floating in my parachute, watching the ocean below, thinking I was a hero. I thought the war was over. But the light that hit me didn't come from a searchlight. It was a tractor beam. I woke up in a cell next to a Viking and a samurai. We aren't in our own times anymore. We're on a planet where the trees glow purple and the air tastes like copper. It's ruled by the Grendel King, a massive, scarred Yacha warlord who treats human history like a grocery store for warriors. He collects the best of us to see how long we last in his arena. We had to learn to move as a unit. It was the only way. Ursa is our wall. She takes the hits that would kill a normal man. Kenji is the blade. He finds the gaps in their armor before they even know he's there. And me, I'm the one who knows how their tech works. I scavenge their batteries and overcharge our weapons. Last night we fought a hell beast, a six-legged nightmare the king let loose to entertain his court. We survived, but the cost was high. Ursa, she looked at the harpoon launcher they used to snatch us from our homes, and she saw a way out. Not for her, but for us. She realized that her hunt for revenge had ended a long time ago. She stayed behind to hold the line, laughing as she primed a thermal detonator. She blew that launcher to Kingdom Come, giving Kenji and me the window we needed to vanish into the deep jungle. So here I am, recording this. Kenji is over there, cleaning a deep gash on his arm with alien antiseptic that stings like hell. We're still being hunted. The Grendel King is coming for us personally now. But he made one fatal mistake. He thought he was bringing specimens here for a show. He didn't realize that when you take everything away from a warrior, their home, their time, their family, all that's left is the kill. He didn't bring prey to this planet. He brought 3 killers, and we're coming for his throne.